a really, really bad heartbreak. I mean, the type where it feels like it crushes your soul. You have this achy pain in your belly and you don't know how to get rid of the hurt, the pain, and the anger. Well, if you've ever had those feelings, watch this video. Let's go.
If you can get through that, you can get through anything. Okay? And at that moment, I knew my life had changed forever. Hello, how you doing? Yes. Can we all just stand up really quick because we've been sitting for a minute? Can we all stand up, move our legs around? I am Tina, otherwise...
Meet Tina, stars Tina Wilson, a beacon of hope and transformation for women over 40. As a licensed life and health coach, Tina specializes in empowering those who have faced life's toughest challenges.
The edge of their seat. So when someone says, Tina, how did you do? I'm going to say, I had it at the edge of their seat.
Drawing from her personal triumphs over tragedy, Tina guides women on a transformative journey. Her unique approach is grounded in the 5 pillars of transformation: mindset, heart set, nutrition, fitness, and resilience. Tina's mind, body, and soul awakening program isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. Through her online fitness boutique studio, she merges physical well-being with emotional growth. As an international motivational speaker, Tina's voice resonates across continents. She inspires and educates through her podcast, her dynamic presence on platforms like Clubhouse and Toastmasters International, and her compelling storytelling. Celebrating her latest achievement, the publication of her first book, No More Traumedy, Tina continues to leave a lasting mark in the art of transformation.
I said I need to make a book for anyone who's had some type of trauma or tragedy, because there's no playlist. People don't like to talk about it. Remember, I was with my coach and I'm like, well, this person's got a cool thing. They do motivation. They do finances. I talk about traumedies. That's not cute. He's like, Tina, you make traumedies look good. Yeah.
Stars Tina Wilson, transforming lives by overcoming one traumedy at a time.
It was February 26th. 2006. A beautiful, glorious day. 5 o'clock in the morning at the gym, going to train my friends, get home, take my son to work. Because that's what we did, right? I got to drive him to work. He had his own sneaker store. He's super, super successful. Now, this is a point of my life where everything just seemed to be almost perfect. Now, I know we say there's no such thing as perfection, but if there was a point, it was kind of perfect. Yes, it had its ups, it had its downs, but life was really good. My daughter was a professional dancer for a basketball team, and my son, he had 2 extremely successful sneaker stores. And me, ha, what can I say? I was at the height of my career in the fitness industry. And driving my son to work, and we called these mommy Sundays times, mommy son times. I'm driving him, and he's on the side, and he's just talking, and he's talking about his girlfriend Tati, and how they're going to have 5 kids, and he's going to get another store in California. And it's just a regular, normal day, right? We all go through these days. And that night, it was a girls' night out because I was feeling nice. We went to Maggiano's. Have you ever been to Maggiano's? I love Italian food, so I was loving this night. We went to Maggiano's, and I had a second or third date, I don't know, with this guy. So I was feeling really good. And it's about 9:10, 9:15 at night, and I'm sitting on the couch. I'm at the guy's house, he's in the bathroom, and I'm sitting on the couch, and I get a phone call. And it's one of my daughter's friends, and she's hysterical on the phone, screaming. She's like, Miss Tina, something happened to Molly. And I'm like, okay, because if you're a mom and you have children, especially teenage boys, they always get into trouble. Right. And that was my son. He always got into trouble. So it was really nothing to me. And I was like, okay. And then my daughter called. And the tone of her voice, it was like this shivering, quivering sort of sound. And she screamed. She's screaming at me. Mommy, something happened to Molly. Get to Roy now. And I could hear it in her voice. And I looked at the phone and I jumped up and I left the house and I said, I'm gone. And I'm on the road and I'm driving. It's about 9:10. I'm sorry, about 9:15, 9:20 now. And I'm a little worried. So I called the father and I said, call the police department, call the hospitals, call everywhere because again, I'm driving and it cost me back like 30 minutes away from Rahway. That's where my son's sneaker store was, beautiful sneaker store. And I'm driving there and nobody has any answers. My daughter is in New York City. So she's on the train on her way to New Jersey to find out what's going on because nobody would tell us what's going on. They just said something happened. Okay. Again, I'm still not that worried because my son got into car accidents. He'd been, all, you name it, he's gone through it. So I'm really not that worried. So I called the mayor of my town, who was a friend of mine, and I was like, something's going on with Molly. Can you help me out? And he said, well, come to my office, which is City Hall. And I'm like, okay, it's 9 something at night. Why does he want me to go to his office? So City Hall's closed. So I go to the police department and I run inside and I'm at the counter and I'm just like hysterical because I'm like, what's going on? And the guy who's behind the counter is moving extremely slow. He comes over. How can I help you? And I'm like, my name is Tina. Where's my son? He's not sick. He's just like moving too slow. So I gotta go. So I leave. And the shop is right around the corner from the police station. So as I pull up to the stop the block, I notice there's yellow and black caution tape blocking the entire road down. Now, ooh, now I'm starting to worry, right? Have you ever been in a situation in your life where you know something's going on? You have now it's February in Jersey, so it's freezing cold. I'm sitting in the window, and as I'm looking on the street, I see tons of people and it's dark. The moon is shining bright, and I get out the car. Now, remember, my daughter is still on the phone with me, so I'm running down the street, and I'm running, and I'm running because I don't know what's going on. And my mind is just like, okay, God, what? Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. I get to the door, and I go to pull the door to the shop, and this police officer pulled me away from the door. And he says, I'm sorry, miss, you can't go in there. Now, everyone's standing like like sardines stuck in a can. They're not moving. They're just looking at me. I'm not crying. I'm not anything. I'm just looking and I'm like, where is my son? Where is my son? And as I look at this picture right here, where is my son, right? Nobody's saying anything. And I see these two police officers. It's a man and it's a woman. And I look at this police officer. And I just go up to him very, um, my daughter's on the phone with me. She's on the train. And I said, where is my son? I'm screaming. And he said, I'm sorry, miss. Your son is taking those words out of my mouth. It's as if it happened yesterday. And I threw my phone down and I just started screaming and yelling. Can you imagine getting the news that your child is dead? I mean, like, gone, gone. Ooh. And even though it happened in 2000, my brain cannot end because I put myself in that situation. If you hear us say, when you put yourself in the past, when you keep worrying about the past, you get depressed, you get sad, right? And then when you put yourself in the future, you get a little anxious. So right now, I'm just going to get myself present. And if you're ever in a state in your life where you're feeling mad or angry, start doing things in the present. So right now, I'm going to look for something. I'm going to say orange shirt over there. Boom, making me present. What do I smell? I don't really smell anything. So that makes it a little more challenging. What do I feel? I feel the carpet under my feet. These are things you can do to get yourself grounded. Now, if you're here, you see at the top it says 10 days of elevation. And we're doing a challenge based off of my book, No More Comedy, inspired by my Sonny boy. Yes, yes. And each day I'm coming through and I'm reading a little bit from my book, but I wanted to share that story with you today, resilience. And reading from the introduction, and it says, a traumedy is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide. When this happens, life changing experiences occur. The strength and resilience within a mother's heart, especially when faced with seemingly unsurmountable life challenges, became the tools I, as a mother, used to celebrate the life and legacy of my son, Jamal Molly Gaines. These tools guide me in moving forward while shedding light on the struggles, triumphs, and love that defined my life, a life of a single Black mom. Now, today's tip is all about lifting weights. As I mentioned before, it's all about this book right here. And if you don't have a copy, you want to pick it up, scan the code right there, DM me so you can get your copy, and I will autograph the book for you. And you'll also get a Traumedy kit that we have, which includes things that are going to help you get through your Traumedy, like a bracelet, maybe some Palo Santo, maybe a motivational stone. These are things that we use to push through the pain, right? And today's tip that we're going to talk about is the importance of lifting weights. When you're on this health and wellness journey, there's things you have to do to feel better, right? And if you guys didn't know, I'm a life and health coach, that person that's going to take you from good to great to amazing. And this Saturday, I'm so excited. We are having workshop in my studio. Consistency with health and wellness, and lifting weights is so important. If you want to change the way you look, if you want to transform the way you feel, you gotta lift weights. And the heavier the weights, the stronger you get, not only physically, but mentally, financially, your relationships. It just kind of rolls together with everything, right? So today we did weight class, if you didn't know. We have an online fitness boutique studio, and Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we are lifting heavy. And I could see the strength coming from each person. Yes, yes. Would love to invite you with that. So, lifting weights. Now, maybe you're like, girl, I can't lift a weight. I can barely get myself up. I understand. I understand. Start light. Do some squats, sit on a chair, do some push ups. I don't mind. But you got to build that strength up. So, as I leave you today on day 10 of our 30 days of elevation, I want you to remember that your heart, right, feels all the energy. Your heart feels all the pain, right? But you have the resilience, you have the strength to push through. How do I know this? Because I did it, right? You, my friends, are no different than I am. We have the same 24 hours. We have the same God. My God will make sure everything that you want and need comes true. Yes, yes. All right, family and friends, I am Tina. Can't wait to see you tomorrow for day 11. And don't forget, if you did not purchase your book, scan the code there so you can get to see you this Saturday. It is, ooh, tomorrow. I wants to say hello to you guys again. um, if you did not get your, I'm sorry, as I mentioned, the event this Saturday is absolutely free. It's going to be virtual. It's also going to be in person. And we have pre-homework for you. We do have an Eventbrite page, so you can go there and find out what you have to do. But one of the pieces of homework is to watch a video by Steve Harvey. It's called The 300 List. So if you have a little time, go to YouTube after you subscribe to me and watch Steve Harvey's video 300 List. So important, because after our workshop, we're having a vision board reset. The workshop is all about how to be consistent with your health and wellness goals. You're gonna love it. Game changer. Fire, 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 fire. You want to be there. So invite a friend, tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend to be there. It's this Saturday at 9:30 sharp. Yes. If you're in the Tampa, Florida area, swing on by my studio. I would love to have you. We're gonna have a blast this weekend. And if not, I'll do the video here. You're gonna gain so much. All righty, guys. Have a great day. Peace. And a bottle of Reese.